Happy holidays! I hope you're enjoying this episode of Add to Cart on a beach or somewhere really relaxing after a big 2022. We're taking a break at Add to Cart, so we're bringing you some extra checkout episodes that haven't gone to air yet. We'll be back with our feature episodes from Monday the 16th of January, and the very first episode we have lined up is an absolute star of the industry. We can't wait to bring it to you. Until then, enjoy the downtime, and we'll see you in the new year.
Welcome to The Checkout. We catch up with previous Add to Cart guests and ask them 5 quick questions to get to know them better and leave you with a little extra inspiration to get you through your Friday.
Today's checkout features Kate Dillon, founder and creative director of Sheline. Sheline is a brand that creates statement-making functional handbags for working women. As a lawyer in a previous life, Kate now embraces local manufacturing and continues to live fearlessly. Kate, thank you so much for joining us on the checkout. It's been great hearing the Sheline story so far and to hear all about creativity and entrepreneurship, especially over COVID, and how you've come out the other side. So we're here to learn a little bit more about you. 5 quick questions. Number 1, what's the weirdest thing that you've ever bought online?
The weirdest thing I've ever bought online was probably really recently. I bought a rotary countdown timer.
Got it there.
Yes, so that I could do my Pomodoro kind of technique where you work for 30 minutes and then have 10 minutes off, or work for 50 minutes and then have a 10-minute break. And so that I had like a visual countdown of how focused I was. Yeah.
So what's the thinking? What's the Pomodoro technique?
Well, essentially, it's about having a chunk of time where you do deep work and you essentially turn off all your distractions and focus on executing one task in that time frame. And then you hit it up straight after with a break where you actually stand up and walk away and do nothing and have that break and then come back, and then you find that you are a lot more productive. So it's monotasking rather than multitasking, but like pure focus and kind of racing your time, which is why I wanted the visual of having like a timer rather than my phone, because of my phone I would just go, oh, look at the time, and now I can go and look on social media or check another email or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's smart, especially when you're working from home, because you can lose track and all of a sudden you're like, I've been sitting in front of this for 4 hours and haven't moved.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, who is your favourite retailer?
I'd have to say I have 2 at the moment. At the moment, I have been obsessed with wearing sequins and anything sparkly. My inner magpie has just gone bananas over COVID. So I have been shopping a lot at Dida, who is Australian made and makes a lot of amazing sequin things. And also Joey the Label, who is a Melbourne-based designer who equally makes some incredible sequin apparel.
There's a whole sequin niche out there, isn't there?
Oh, yes.
I love it. And all local too, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Number 3, which e-commerce practice do you wish was history?
Probably just all the updates and making sure everything synchronizes across everything. I feel like every time I just get comfortable with a theme and I've synced in all of my apps and I've like made sure that my Google dashboard is all working, then everybody will go and update and then nothing will work again, and I have to make sure it's all fixed and the subscription button's still popping up correctly. I wish I was more well-versed in making that a more seamless process. Despite having an auto-update theme app and all those pieces, it never covers everything. So you just,
They're always good nights, aren't they, when you're just about to log off and go to bed and then you notice that something's not working because it's been updated, and then you're like, all right, I'll sit here until it's finished.
Yeah. Oh, I wish. No, I'm like have to call people and get some assistance. I'm not that smart. I wish I knew how to do all of that myself.
That's probably the smart thing to do. I'm just too stubborn. Number 4, can you recommend a book or a podcast that our listeners should immediately get into?
Yeah, I read a book recently that was incredible called The Adaptive Advantage by Heather McGowan. She's a futurist, and it is very, very cool. And it's all about the fact that we've moved into this 4th industrial revolution and we're handing over more of our cognitive abilities. So each time you hand over something cognitively to a computer, you need to pick some other skill up. And what is that skill, and how do you lean into that? And the fact that the future of work is going to be about skills rather than about jobs, and that we connect so closely to who we are as what we do, and arguably we need to unpack that and think more about how can we be cross-disciplinary and come together to solve a project and then disperse again and be more about skill sharing rather than about jobs. Really interesting way of thinking about things. And then equally, the Hammersley brothers are pretty impressive in terms of upskilling on e-commerce. I would definitely have a look at them. They're good
Awesome.
too.
Last one I have for you. Finish this sentence. The future of retail is?
About supporting local.
If you haven't got the message already, you should have it.
Please come buy one at sheline.com.au and support local. Be part of the movement. Tell everybody the story. Get involved, feel good and feel great, and make a difference. Thank you.
That's awesome, Kate. Love the message. Support local. Find those networks. Find those communities that can help each other out. I think it's a really, really brilliant message. So thank you for joining us on the Checkout.
Thank you so much for having me.
To hear more from Kate, jump back into episode 244, where Kate shares how she stays creative and productive. She also tells us about her journey to support local with over 300 hands touching each of her sweatshirts. And she talks about how the bag market has bounced back in a totally new direction since COVID.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep adding to cart.